All right, it is 6:26 in the morning. I'm getting ready to go over to the live room and start the draft for the day. Yesterday I was disappointed. A lot of people said I'll feel better in the morning. Cowboys number one said I was overreacting because I had high expectations, and I clearly said I had no expectations yesterday. I said I was going to leave it out there for us to get better, and we did nothing to get better. You can't tell me we did something to get better. You can give me the silver lining on us not getting better yesterday. And I've figured out Jerry Jones and the crew. That's what they do. When they do something where they're getting laughed at by the league again, they're getting clowned like crazy over at the NFL Network. But to make up for that, we find the silver lining. Well, there's gems in the third, fourth, and fifth round, and we're going to go look after them and the same value. Blah 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 blah. Just total crap. Because either their evaluation was wrong, because they were pretty far off if they wanted Chung and they wanted Delmas. They went pretty high in that second round. If they thought they were going to get a Percy or, my God, a Macklin, they were pretty wrong. You know what I'm saying? So to cover that, well, the value that we're going to get now, we can get later. Yeah. When we were in the room, Cowboys number one, I said the same thing when Smitty said it first. Smitty said I smell a trade down. And I was like, yeah, you have to trade down now. So I'm with you. I understand what you're saying. However, we did not do one thing to get better as an organization, as a franchise, as a football team. We did not. I don't want to hear the spin. Of course, yes. Marion Barber was in the fourth round, fifth round. Marion Barber was in the fourth round. Last year, Tashard Choice was in the fourth round. You do get good players in the fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh rounds. Sometimes it's not seventh, but in that third, fourth, and fifth area, you sometimes get some really, really good football players. But what are the odds? What are the odds? The odds are much, much worse than getting a first or second round talent. Go look back at drafts before. Before this draft starts, go look at the NFL Network and look at former drafts. And when you get to that third and fourth and fifth round, you're not going to recognize many names on that list at all, because they just walked through the NFL and walked out. That's what I'm saying. And then the second part of what I'm saying is that it seems like we're throwing away picks. We acquired those late round picks for a reason. So why put them out there and make them come in to our team in a situation where not all of them are going to have even a chance to make the football team? There's no way 12 is going to make the football team. So today, hopefully, we can trade some of those and move around. Like Jerry said, we're in an ideal position now. You're in an ideal position. I think it was something like that. But hopefully, I'll see a lot of movement, a lot of them getting some draft picks, put them together and going and getting their guy. But then if they do take that fourth round pick that we traded yesterday and used it to get another guy, then you're putting a lot of whatever on one person that you get in the fourth round, which it is going to be a question mark. It is going to be a question mark. I'm sorry. If they were not a question mark, they would have been drafted on the first day. That's how value goes. I don't totally believe in the Mel Kiper system and all those combine stuff or whatever, but they do get it right for the most part. It is a working system for the most part. But I'm ready, man. Hey, we might get a Tashard Choice, Orlando Scandrick, Deion Anderson, and who else? Jason Hatcher and Chris Canty and Marion Barber. Maybe we can do that. Maybe Jay Ratliff in the seventh. Maybe we can do that today, and I really hope we can do that. But we won't know that today. We won't. Well, because we could have an Eric Walden, Alan Ball, Courtney Brown, Doug Free, James Martin, Skylar Green, Pat Watkins, Montavious Stanley, Pat McQuiston, E.J. Whitney, Justin Berriot, Rob Petiti. You know, there is a lot that we did pick in that area that hadn't panned out. You know, I still have hope for Pat. Hopefully, that's my boy. And Courtney Brown, I mean, he disappeared last year. We thought he was going to be almost a starter or help our defense in some way, and he disappeared at the end of training camp. I don't know what happened there. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I'm going to be happy at the end of the day, of course, because we're going to have a lot of boys, and I'm going to be juiced on them. That's just how I am. But the reality of the situation is that we will not know how good these players are until we get to playing football. I guarantee you, I've been out here so long doing this thing on the internet, and as soon as we pick the person, Cowboy Land will elevate them to superstar status. I mean, good gracious, Stanback was a internet demagogue, you know, after he was drafted, you know, and we still hadn't seen anything from Stanback yet. And we all hoping, you know, off of that, all that hype that we created after the draft, we're still hoping that, you know, that could pan out. So, like I said, I'm gonna have a good time. You'll see me happy and jumping around. But I just want to tell you how I am right now when I first wake up in the morning. All right, let me get over here and do this. That's just too long of a video. Holler.